All right, we are almost done with this Power Automate crash course. So what's next? We have a solution and desperately looking for a problem? And not really. I mean, I'm pretty sure since we started the course, right after the example that I had for you with the drone and logging the flight log, you got an idea that potentials are a lot. There are lots of things that you can do with Power Automate. But before we finish this course, well, I'm almost done with whatever that I was supposed to teach you with this course. We want to put it in practice and do a small project together. Unlike bits and pieces that we learned here, now we want to put everything together and see how efficiently we can use Microsoft Power Automate. So this last chapter, first of all, let me tell you what is your next step. I mean, we have learned to work with lots of visual stuff. Your next step is going to be learning to work with expressions. Expression is the power. There are lots of things that you can do with expressions that you cannot even imagine doing them with just the visual stuff that we learned so far. So for that, I just advise you to go through the next course, which is Master Flow or Power Automate Expressions in 2 hours. You can find the course in my course catalog on Udemy. Most of the time, Udemy sells it with the Power Automate crash course. So there's a good chance that you already have it on your catalog. If you don't, go for that. By the way, here is the trick. If you want that course for free, after you're done with this course, just share your certificate on LinkedIn and tag me. I will send you a free voucher for the next course, which is your Power Automate expressions. Now, let's get back to our project. The project that we have is a small one. So from now on to the end of this section, I have 3 lectures. First lecture is going to explain the scenario that you need to do, what we are going to build. Second lecture after that, basically the third lecture in this section, is going to explain and is going to walk you through the setup of the environment. We need to set up a few lists and libraries inside SharePoint, and I'm going to walk you through that to have the proper environment before you start. And the last lecture is going to be a little bit long one. I'm going to walk you through building the scenario from beginning to end. But hold on. Before you get there, these are the suggestions that I have for you. After you set up your environment, I want you to close the browser and stop going through the last lecture, which has the solution. Take it as a challenge for yourself. So try to utilize everything that you learned through this course and build the solution that is asked for in the initial scenario. And then if you are done and if you're stuck anywhere else, you can go back to the solution and compare your work with what I put together. Who knows, you may come up with better ideas than I did. And if you do so, please share it with the others in the lecture comments. If you don't feel confident doing that, this is the second suggestion. Instead of doing it step by step, watch it from the beginning to end. Then close Udemy, go back to your flow, and rebuild, rather than walking the steps one by one. If there is area that you don't feel comfortable, I suggest you go back to the chapter that I covered in this course, and then get back to it and do it yourself. With all said, let's start the actual work, because this is the fun part. Good luck.